Hey everyone, it's Brittney from theprettyplus.com. I am coming to you today with my 7-week update from VSG surgery. If you are unfamiliar with my weight loss journey and the fact that I've had weight loss surgery, you can, go check out my videos from before, or you can just start on this one, why not? I always put all my information in the down bar, my website, my social media, everything, so make sure that you're following on those things. I post on them more regularly than here, and it's easier to interact with people that way. But anyway, I'm gonna get started with some stats for you guys. I'm pretty excited because today marks 50 pounds lost for the year. So I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy on February 8th, 2017 in Indianapolis, Indiana with Dr. John Mandelbaum at the St. Francis Weight Loss Center. I had a high weight of 327, and that was at the beginning of my 2-week pre-op diet. My starting weight for the day of surgery was 308 pounds, and my current weight is 277 pounds. So, since about mid-January, I have lost 50 pounds. I'm super excited. The weight loss is exciting. I have a hard time seeing it every day. But it's nice when I see people who haven't seen me in a while and are like, wow, like my sister-in-law today, she was like, wow, you look so skinny, you're like my size now. And I was like, man, well, I had a weight loss surgery, so hopefully I'm skinnier. But yeah, I can see it mostly in my stomach was like one of those bigger stomachs, some apple-shaped, and it's gone down a lot. And I think my face has slimmed down some, whatever. I guess there are a few things that I'll share with you. I don't have a lot to share with you. I still haven't had any sickness at all. When I eat too much, I know it and I feel blah, but I haven't vomited or anything like that. I haven't had any dumping syndrome, anything like that. It's been pretty good. I'm on like a soft foods, regular foods hybrid right now, I would say. I am introducing raw vegetables this week. So far I've had cucumber, tomato, and carrot. And all three of them went really well. Cucumber felt really good to eat. I've been craving that like fresh, crisp crunch of those types of foods. And so I'm really excited. I still haven't done much with lettuce. That's what kind of scares me because before I had surgery, I had some issues with lettuce anyway. Every time I had lettuce, I would pretty much feel sick. So the reason I decided to introduce it early is because I start a new job next week. And I don't want to be like that girl who's like, oops, I had a few too many carrots. Like, gotta go to the bathroom and then be like not present for my training. And I just decided to start a little early since I've been feeling perfectly fine. I'm trying to see. The other thing, I have a problem with beef, okay? And it's not a problem that I can't eat beef, it's a problem that I love beef. Steak, ground beef for tacos and chilies and everything, I love it. I don't like ground turkey, and there have been some things I've had ground turkey and I'm fine with it. I just don't like it very much, and I find that you can have beef that's just as lean as ground turkey. So my issue has been that when I went to my nutritionist the last time, which is a whole different story, I don't want to talk about it on here, but the nutritionist I keep getting is just not my favorite. He's not very personable, so that's a different story. But he'll be like, what do you have for breakfast? What do you have for lunch? What do you have for dinner? And it's like, guy, I have something different every day. Like, I don't just eat the same thing all day every day just because I had surgery. Like, Sorry, your skinny ass wouldn't know that, but, so I was telling him basically what I had the day before. And I had a chili, and I made it with ground beef and beans and like tomatoes. Very tasty. But when we were done, he's like, you've been great. You've done everything really well. The only thing I can see is that you're eating ground beef, and you really shouldn't be eating ground beef until 6 months out. And I just wanted to be like, what? I feel fine. I haven't had any digestion issues. I haven't had any, like, dumping. I haven't had any, like, soreness after eating ground beef. I just agreed, and I'm going to tell you guys, I'm not going to wait 6 months to have ground meat. And then I didn't really correlate that ground beef was the same as, like, when they kept saying don't eat steak for until 6 months. But they just don't want to have any beef for 6 months. And that's not happening. This meat girl is going to eat her meat, okay? And so, since I realized I had been eating ground beef and I've been fine, I was going to have some steak. And because we were all going out for my mother-in-law's birthday, and I was like, filet mignon sounds like the best thing ever. And it's always really tender, of course, when you go out to like a really nice restaurant. And so I did it, and it was super tasty. I have no regrets. And yeah, beef is gonna stay in my diet. I'll just not tell my nutritionist, because like if I don't tell him, he doesn't know. Who cares? So I love beef. Does anyone else have this issue? Like, did anyone else eat beef without, like, having permission to? Because I don't think I'm going to die from it. I'll be honest. I am going to keep doing it because I feel fine. I'm still losing weight. I'm still eating, like, small amounts. I still feel healthy. So the beef's happening. I have notes this time, guys, because I do these and then I realize, oh, I want to talk about this and that. Okay, but I want to tell you about some of my favorite things that I've been loving lately. And the first thing is Starbucks. I hate protein shakes right now. I like cannot do them. I've tried. I failed. I've gotten really like bleh because of it. So I have decided that I'm going to try, to get all my protein in, and then at the end of the night, if I need to, have a protein shake. I have been having Fairlife milk, which has obviously helped. I'll have 1 or 2 cups of that a day. I just make sure that all my meals are really high in protein, and my snacks are very protein packed, and I've been hitting my marks, so I'm not too worried about it. But Starbucks has been helping with that, because sometimes just the plain milk can't do it. It's just the same thing every day. And so, I've been eating a skinny vanilla latte, and yeah, it's like 110 calories or something like that, and it has like a big one, has like 13 grams of protein, has a few shots of caffeine in it, and just keeps me pumping, and I really like it. So that's been my favorite. The Carb Killa protein bars, sometimes when I'm craving something sweet, or if I'm out and about and I just like have that hangry feeling, I keep a protein bar in my purse, and the Carb Killa is the best one I've tried so far. Specifically, the chocolate cream ones are so good. I was at GNC just looking around trying to find, the perfect bar, right? Aren't we all? And I was talking with the guy who works there, and he was like, well, let me show you the best one. They taste like candy bars. And I'm like, this is going to have like 1,000 grams of sugar in it, and I'm going to have to find some way to tell him I can't have all that sugar, and I don't know. I didn't want to have that conversation. But when he was showing me, they have like 5 grams of fiber, 22 to 23 grams of protein, and 1 to 2 grams of sugar for the whole bar. And I usually only eat like a quarter of the bar or half a bar at most at a time. These things are so good, and I've never heard anyone talking about them. So yeah, if you can have a GNC near you, or you can just go on gnc.com, Carb Killa. super hood sounding, super delicious. Chocolate cream tastes like a Twix bar, basically. All of them have been pretty good. My least favorite one's probably the white chocolate one, just because it has a more fake taste of white chocolate than I would prefer, but still, I still prefer it over like any of the other bars. So, that's a good one. And then my last thing is Trader Joe's Salsa Especial. I want to have a moment here because I love salsa. My nutritionist plan and my surgeon, doctor's office plan, whatever, allows me to continue to have some carbs, and I'm super glad about it because, I mean, who doesn't love a good carb, right? I don't have a lot. I could honestly probably cut all bread and all pasta out of my life forever, as long as I can keep having tortilla chips. So, yeah, Trader Joe's has this one tortilla chip that is organic, blue corn, stone ground, with chia seeds and amaranth in it. They're so good, and I think they have like 3 grams of protein for a serving. I usually only have like half a serving, and I just pile on the salsa especial. It's in the refrigerated food section at Trader Joe's. It has like a smoky taste to it. So good. And I just thought of something else I wanted to share with you guys. I have chicken salad, which, you know, about the last time I was eating chicken salad. And then when I moved on to the next phase, I am able to have crackers, saltines, and I was like, I'm gonna get some saltine crackers because I'm craving that crunch with my chicken salad, and I'm not able to have like vegetables for that crunch yet at that time. And so I got saltine crackers, and I got the stacks, which are like the smaller packages inside the big pack, so that they stay fresh. Because I was like, surely I won't be able to eat these very quickly. Girl, let me tell you that I sat there with one of those things, just droning out, watching TV, and shoveling crackers in my face. And I looked down to grab another cracker. They were all gone. I ate this whole pack of crackers, and I was like, I don't know, my stomach can handle that. I don't feel like I ate anything at all. Because, I mean, I was eating them plain, because I was just wanting something crunchy and munchy. And I ate them all, and I was like, I'm broken. I broke my stomach. I'm never going to be fixed again. But then the next morning, I couldn't finish my egg and sausage. So I feel fine. I felt weird about it. But I guess it makes sense if you think about it. Like, crackers have a lot of air in them, and they probably only weighed like 3 ounces tops for that little thing. So be careful, guys. If you are crackering, I just made that word up, but it works. If you're crackering and you cracker hard, just make sure you only take a few out, like a certain portion, and take it with you. Don't just chow down on the whole thing like I did, because you'll feel really bad about it afterwards. Your stomach will feel fine probably, but you'll probably feel really bad. So that's all the stories I really have. I told you guys I'm not updating super often. I probably will not do another update like this until after I go to the doctor next, because I've made the decision that since I've lost 50 pounds that I'm going to have my husband hide my scale. I really feel like I don't want to be a slave to the scale. We see so many people in this community being a slave to their scale, like weighing every day, and that's fine if that works for you. And it had been working for me, but then I would get so frustrated when, my official weigh-in date would be Wednesday, and I weighed in on Tuesday and weighed less than I did on Wednesday, and then I'd be so pissed. I finally just decided I'm going to hide it, and then my next doctor's appointment is probably in 5 weeks or maybe 6 weeks. 5 or 6 weeks away now, and I'm just going to have a happy surprise, hopefully with a big loss. by that time, and I'll let you all know my measurements and my weight then. And I'll probably do a what I eat in a day video between now and then, and probably some lifestyle related videos that are normal for my channel, makeup and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. That helps my channel, helps me when I'm trying to decide what things I'm going to keep doing, what things I'm not going to do, blah, 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 blah. Be sure to follow me on my social media so I can chat with you all and stalk your pages too at The Pretty Plus for Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest. Again, you can check me out at theprettyplus.com and subscribe here. Press that little bell down there and you'll get alerts when I post my videos. And that's about it. I hope you all have a great week. Bye.